What is going on? Have you ever watched the Food Network on TV and said, yummy? Then you might want to play Slaanesh Demons. Today we're going to talk about the Infernal Enrapturess. She is the harp player. She is an awesome model from Games Workshop. We can check her out real quick. Look at that amazing model. So cool. Playing the harp out of this back meat. Very, very nice. $40. Definitely try to pick this one up in Wrath and Rapture. And we're going to check out the stats here. This thing's coming in at 80 points. Move 7, weapon skill 2, bliss skill 2, strength 4, toughness 3. 4 wounds, 2 attacks, 8 leadership, 6 up save, 5 up demon save. This thing has a gun, which is exciting, right? You're not going to get a gun in a lot of Slaanesh or any demon units, really, besides Tzeentch and the Corn Cannon, mostly. We got a gun. It's going to shoot 18-inch, assault 6, hitting on, or strength 4, AP 1 damage. So it'd be a 25-inch effective range on first turn. You could run and hit on 3s with it because you are ballistic skill 2. But it's only 6 strength 4 shots, so it's not like a huge addition to your army. But it can also shoot 124-inch strength 8 shot, minus 3 damage, which is kind of nice if you can put 3 wounds on a vehicle or something. And you're a character, so you can hide. In combat, you have 2 attacks that hit on 2s, strength 4, and each time you make a wound roll for this model, that's a 6 up. You get AP 4 instead of AP 1, which is pretty cool. So basic stuff so far. Now we're going to jump into one oddity. This seems wrong. I believe this happened to the mask as well. This is, if you look at the keywords down below, it's a Herald of Slaanesh, but it does not have the 6 or the +1 strength aura that a Herald of Slaanesh has, yet this model is strength 4. So it's clearly being affected by the aura, but it doesn't have the aura. So if it's in that aura, it will be strength 5, but it's only got 2 attacks, so whatever. The best ability this thing has, though, enemy psykers that attempt to manifest a psychic power while within 24 inches of this model will suffer perils of the warp if their psychic test includes any doubles. That turns the perils chance into a 1 in 6 chance. A 24-inch range is massive. With a move 7, you're a 31-inch range. You can run right up into the middle of the board, pretty much cover the entire battlefield. And if your opponent's loaded up on psykers, you might be blowing some heads up. I think that is totally worth it for 80 points, kinda. Plus you got that 3 damage gun. So it's kind of interesting. And then also you got the harmonic alignment. You can get a +3 when you summon demons to the battlefield, which you're never going to do unless they change that, how that works. But also you're like an apothecary. So roll a d6 for each friendly Slaanesh demon unit within 6. On a 6, a single model is returned to that unit. So if you get a Seeker back or a couple Demonettes back during the game or something, you're going to make some of your points back. But what you're really hoping for is to really punish the enemy psykers. And this stacks so well with my favorite stratagem in the entire game of 40K. I think it's so thematic and so cool. And that stratagem is a demon stratagem. It is exactly 1 command point, and it is called Demonic Possession. Use this stratagem when an enemy psyker unit suffers perils of the warp. That unit suffers 2d3 mortal wounds instead of d3. So not only does this character almost across the entire battlefield give enemy psykers a 1 in 6 chance of perils, you also have the best stratagem ever. It's not the best ever, but it's really, really flavorful and great. That for 1 command point, you can make them suffer 2d3 mortal wounds. And basically, most psykers on foot are going to have 4, 5, or 6 wounds max. So you have a shot at killing them right away. Pretty awesome. Even a Hemlock Wraith Fighter or something like that flies over to you and tries to cast Smite or something. An Eldar Warlock Conclave, right? If you do 2d3 mortal wounds that, you might kill two jet bikes, 3 jet bikes max. Pretty awesome. Definitely some really good synergy there. I'm not 100% thrilled with the no +1 strength aura, but with the combination of such a great stratagem and this ability to really affect the psychic phase, I think this one's a real winner. If you know who you're playing against, and it's like Admech or Necrons or Dark Eldar, then you totally skip this model. But if you're playing in, say, a small event or a tournament, and you're going to get matched up against people, there's probably going to be some psychic enemies, right? There's a lot of people base some of their army strategy on psychic powers. A lot of Tyranids have psychic powers that they need to go off. Eldar love their psychic powers to go off, right? So, although I do think Eldar get a save from Perils of the Warp, if I'm not mistaken. At least the Farseer does. But this is awesome, being able to blow up enemy psyker heads. And the fact that it's a 24-inch range, it's finally a generous aura with the range characteristic, because you're just... Some of these ranges are all like only 6 inches, which forces you to daisy chain models back to them. And although it does work, it does look a little silly on the battlefield. So I think this character, for sure, if you're playing against somebody that's Thousand Suns, if you're playing against Thousand Suns with like Demon Prince spam and Smite spam, and you're just all of a sudden making them blow up on any rolls of doubles, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful model. I think if you have the 80 points, go ahead and include this model. If you're playing against your Necron buddy, go ahead and skip it. And if you get a couple of free models back from its little heal, cool. Just a little extra thing. Basically can't fight. And, maybe you'll put that 3 damage on something important one day and totally impress your friends. So that's about all we got for the Infernal Enrapturess. If you're going to buy this model, definitely pick it up in the Wrath and Glory box set with the Khorne, and then you can trade your Khorne with somebody to get double. Or go ahead and pick this one up on eBay pretty cheap, because it's $40 in box, but a lot of people who are piecing out that big box set sell this one fairly cheap. I got links below to eBay if you want to check that out. And I will talk to you soon. If you're interested in Slaanesh, 40K, awesome painting videos, whatever, please subscribe. Links below, Patreon below. Everything, your wildest dreams will come true. Vote for Pedro. Talk to you soon.